Only 900. Hey, 900 is respectable. Look, the biggest elo gap we've seen for a king snipe was over 600 elo. Okay? Don't count anybody out, is my advice. This will be a short one. You don't know that. You're assuming that Dziamdziak's going to take his 2 opponents out? You expected all the old AOC, AOK guys to be above like 1600 or something. I mean, look at me. I've played 10,000 games and I'm like 1400 elo on a good day. Elo is, there's something else about Elo that has not been discovered about what makes people good, in my opinion. We haven't figured out what that metric is. But anyways, back to this. Zetnus over here in the east, going to be in orange, playing as the Portuguese. And we're going to have H3rnux up in the north in blue, playing as the Tatars. And Dziamdziak down here in the south in gray as the Tatars. So 2 Tatars and a Portuguese. I think Tatars on Eruption makes a lot of sense. You've got this giant hill to work with. Tatars, of course, take less bonus damage uphill and give more downhill. Ooh! Dziamdziak has gone and stolen a pair of Zetnus' sheep. Yep, Zetnus is the one who made the grid mod, right? You made like the famous Zetnus grid mod. I use your mod. Ooh, H3rnux loses the scout. And flares Dziamdziak's base. So we definitely have some teamwork here from H3rnux and Zetnus. Look at the scouting that Dziamdziak's getting with his king. He's being so confident. The king is so far from home right now. It's crazy. Look at each player's scouting. Blues in particular, as he just ran into a town center. Zetnus going around. Is Zetnus keeping that? Where's that king? It's just right under the TC. Nice and safe. Not thinking about it too much. It's probably the way to go. Zetnus makes map scripts for many tournaments. Oh, yes. Zetnus, what do you think about the map pool for this tournament? Wait, you made hyper random? Cool. I love the concept of hyper random. That's great. Holy crap. How great would it be to see a 2K like lose their king to a town center, huh? In Dark Age, wouldn't that just be one of the best things ever? Guys, remember this is a $2,500 tournament. This is effectively like if you got to be thinking, if we go back and we look at the champion path, you know, when we get to the end part of the tournament, are we going to be looking at Dziamdziak almost going out of the tournament because he almost walked into a town center? Like, holy crap, man. Dziamdziak was a semi-finalist last year in Ring of Fire. Performed well. Familiar with the format for sure. Was he a semi-finalist? I remember him playing in some of the show matches near the end of the tournament for sure. He's been around. He's familiar with the format, that's for sure. If you haven't been on Eruption before, you've got a giant pile of gold in the center. There's lots of hunt on the outside of the walls as well, or outside of the walls, outside of the crater as well. There's tons of extra res. Looks like there's actually like a lot of stone right here. It's kind of crazy. Look at all this stone. So much. Like there's typically like some extra stone, but that's kind of ridiculous. Like look at it all. Holy moly. Aware drop bear. What does the winner get? So if you look at last year's prize pool distribution for Ring of Fire 3, you can see roughly how it'll get split up this year. Can you add a semi-transparent background on chat? Ah, I forgot to do that. Yes, yes, yes. I could literally do that right now. Hold on. Is it this one? Oh, it's in this one. Is that better? I meant to make that adjustment before the stream. I forgot about it. It's one of the things that was in my list of stuff I needed to do. No, you didn't do anything. I did. I made the words pop out more. Is Zetnus the mod maker? Yes. You forgot Eruption is in the map pool? It's Wrang of Fire. You need to have a map with a giant pile of like fire coming out of the center. I guess gold counts as fire, right? Does it actually? It should look a little bit better. Is it still like badly unreadable? Oh my god! Here, I can completely fix it. I'll just lean into fixing the thing properly. All three kings jumped on the peak and it became a crater. Yep. Boom, boom. All right. Is that better or worse? It's so big now. God. There we go. That looks okay. Wrang, didn't you have a custom fire / volcanic skin? Yeah. I did, Phoenix. I should see if that still works. I've been so busy doing admin stuff that I haven't done some of the OBS stuff I normally do. We're going to have transparent chat and mod for WAF for map skin. 16 GMT is in an hour. Correct, Straggler Tree. Where is it? I don't know. I'll add it after this game. I forgot about it. Yep, hour and 25 minutes is correct, Brady. Ooh, blue trying to get this wall down. Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. That's not quick. That's not quick. That's the opposite of quick. That is the opposite of quick. Broccoli. Broccoli, thank you for turning me into a crab. With your sub, much appreciated. Just build a wall. You gotta build the wall. Oh god, hit the wall. Hit the. Oh my goodness. Okay, well now we're gonna lose 2 vills just to get the wall up, and I don't know anything that could make you any crabbier than that. Zetnus man at arms. Ooh, archer forward range here. Zetnus has militia that are gonna run into this wall. We got some attempts. We got some attempts to do some damage here. I think Dziamdziak going for the early snipe with the scouts. And H3rnux doing a good job getting the walls up. Zetnus, I kind of like Zetnus. Zetnus doing the thing you need to do, which is get walls down, reinforce them, and then you're in a position where maybe you can go and make an attempt to snipe, or at least you won't just die to scouts running into your base, like blue is in danger of having happen right now. We're building a king pen at the back. We're making a little stonewall king pen here for our king. George Luz, do you want to be added to the list of reserves? I can do that. H3rnux is going to try and push Zetnus. I love it. I want to see a tower. I want to see a tower. And I wonder if how Dziamdziak's going to respond with this. Did I say H3rnux is pushing Zetnus? H3rnux is pushing Dziamdziak. Yes, please. Is it a long list? There's a few people on it. Let's see. The list of reserves is Firebird, Guile, I Am Joao, Eds, Purgefin, Imperator, Ubetnir, Song, and now you. And then there's like players that have been dropped from the tournament that want to get back on will be prioritized after those players. And we're going to try and make it so that if there's a scheduled game that we get the fill-in for the scheduled game. As opposed to rescheduling a new game. So making sure you're available when games are happening is a good way of sneaking into the tournament. If you see a bunch of games like tomorrow, tomorrow there's a bunch of games happening at 1900 GMT. If I was a fill-in player, I'd make sure I was around at 1900 GMT in case someone from admin decides to ping the list of players to see if we can get a fill-in. So if you want to get in, be around 1900 GMT. I'm not even going to be casting tomorrow. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, but the games are happening. I'll be casting the games on Monday. Will be the next one at 1300 GMT. So if you want more of this, come back then. What's with the outpost? Did H3rnux mix click? I think H3rnux is just trying to see if they can get in, or what's coming, or if there's a king there or something. The outposts are OP. Could have also just trying to force Dziamdziak to make a tower and scare him. I don't know. Dziamdziak happy to slap down the market and house a little bit further back and keep this from getting in. By the way, Broccoli's message from his Prime, he's been Prime for 19, subscribed for 19 months, was Wrang 4 hype. Did you guys know you can sub for free with Twitch Prime? Thank you very much, Broccoli. Much appreciated. Kings are OP if they survive? What do you mean kings are OP if they survive? How can kings be OP? They don't do any damage. What are you saying, Nisalami? Sometimes I just stay stuff. That's true. I'll agree with that. Dude, I am loving this pressure from H3rnux. H3rnux is at 1200 and they're pressuring a 2K. And this is great. I think if I'm H3rnux, all I'm going to do is just make as many archers as I can. I don't even care about idling my town center. I'm just going to make archers and throw them at Gray and try and get Zetnus through the game. Yeah, also, if you're a backup player, make sure you join the Wrang 4 Discord. Thanks, Char. Char, I'm going to send you a link. Actually, I should just post this. I'm going to post this in the Wrang admin section. 1 second. Admin discussion. Important admin stuff. The response form for Wrang 4 is in there. That'll list players ELO when they entered the tournament, Char 42069, and other moderators. That'll also has the complete list of players that have signed up. There are a few players that aren't listed there. They're listed in the backup player list. So it might be difficult to track them down. But as long as those backup players join the Discord, you should try pinging all of them. I like it. Dziamdziak beat my ass in a tournament some time ago, says Westside 1140. Well, now Dziamdziak's got a bunch of cavalry archers, has managed to push back the archers from blue. And blue's going to bring them all the way back to their own base. And Dziamdziak's going to come out with these cav archers. Zetnus flares, says did he flare? I didn't see if he actually flared, but he says cav archers. Orange is really nicely protected. Orange has done a great job of using this time properly, in my opinion. Like, this is great from Orange. Like, you have a safe king, you have a ton of safe room for expansion, you have 3 wood lines of wood, and you got 2 golds to take. Like, Orange is happy as a clan, in my opinion. Like, you could not be better set up against an opponent that's a much higher elo than you, in my opinion. Unless this is open. Oh. I was like, is this somehow open? Because it's on a hill? But no, it's closed. And Orange is double walled here. That's probably the weakest part of the base, and that's irritating as heck to get to. And also, like, not going to be fun to push. Blue and Orange are kind of working together. So there are no in-game diplomacy settings. Players can be diplomatic with each other. That's not against the rules, but their units will auto-attack if they put them next to each other and that sort of thing. Oh, yes, Cyanide. Very true. Orange is Portuguese as well, which means they get to Imperial Age. They can throw down a bunch of Fatorias. They don't have to micro a whole bunch of army. Or, pardon me, macro a whole bunch. They just have to micro their army. Gray has to dominate this. I mean, Sir Buckholtz, we've seen the opposite happen more than once in other renditions of this tournament. I've seen variably a 2K... I saw, was it Song last year? Got double Persian TC dropped on Socotra and won. With like 2 1200s TC dropping them. They were both Persians. They both TC dropped them. They coordinated on voice, and Song just absolutely stomped them. It was great. How did that not make it in the highlights? Ooh! And Gray broke in. Blue was open. Gray breaks in with the Cav Archers, but Blue's aware and has the king moved away already. But the problem is now Dziamdziak can just do a ton of damage with these Cav Archers. I don't even know how they got in. There's a hole right there, so I'm presuming there. Yeah, Blue needs that TC to go up, and even then, that's not going to solve Blue's problems. Blue's just going to fire the king off into the corner. Ooh, so many villagers dying to get this town center up. Oh, God. Dziamdziak is just annihilating H3rnux right now with these Cav Archers. Came around this side with the Cav Archers. The problem is the king's already gone. And Dziamdziak needed to have them sitting and waiting. Like, if you're going to come in the right side of your opponent's base, try and have some units waiting on the left side. Because you're going to flush the king out. Because they're going to think, oh, no, he broke in. And then they're going to send their king out the opposite side. Just like... And Gray with the great game awareness, finds the king. Dziamdziak picking up on H3rnux's idea, and down goes H3rnux's king. Great play from Dziamdziak. Now he's in a straight 1v1 against a turtled 900 elo Portuguese player, which is definitely preferable to the potential 2v1 that was unfolding. Dziamdziak Dziamdziak proactively calling the GG here, just a little cocky. But I don't entirely blame him. Hold on, I'll get the elos. Is that still correct? No, is that still correct? Yeah, it's still correct. Still not great. Saying GG before sniping the king is cooler. And like, yeah, it's like walking away from an explosion. That didn't go off, damn it. Orange is expanding the great base of truth. And I think Orange is going for the world's longest wall award. Capture Age sees all, yes. Would love to see the Onager cut the single trees in the wall. Is there a single tree in a wall somewhere? Over here. Right now, the Cav Archers are just wearing away at this archery range. Orange, do you have a plan? Right now, Orange's plan seems to revolve around not dying and not actually killing Dziamdziak in any way. It's still 900 elo surviving half an hour in the same game as a 2K1. This is true. Gray's about to drop a castle. Do we have villagers coming forwards? Yeah. And Dziamdziak has 730 stone in the bank as well. Making skirms. How many archery ranges do we have, though? One? We've got one archery range. It's pretty sweet. Its name is Steve. Steve the archery range. He makes lots of skirms. Look at him go. Look at him making those skirms. Wow. Plan is to wait for wood to run out. Plan is to slowly get annihilated by a 2K. It looks like. Orange, you gotta have a plan of attack. Orange, what are you gonna do? Are you just waiting for gold? Gotta have a plan of attack. We gotta make Cav Archers. We gotta do something. Could we do anything? What could we do? I mean, Cav Archers, and you could break in, even though you're against the Tatars. But you don't care about killing army. You just care about being in a position to kill the king. Yeah, petards, right? You make 8 petards. Snippy in the house showed us how to do it. You make 8 petards, you hit these palisades, you hit this house, you break in, and you go and attack the king. Do we even have our king? Where's the king? The king's just like chilling under the town center. Totally doable, even for a 900 elo. Go, Zetnus, go. I don't think the monkey's going to break through the wall there. Defense is the best attack. Look, we had skirms. The skirms.
Look at all this damage. And we're going to repair it using Flex-Shot.
I don't think... Yeah. The villagers... I can't cast that. I don't want to look at it anymore. Oh, Mango Shot! Mango Shot on the Cav Archers! Go, Zetnus, go! Zetnus, get another Cav Shot on the massed up Cav Archers! Go, Zetnus! We believe, Zetnus! We believe! Another Mango... The Mango Shots are great! I love the Mango Shots! The desperation Mango Shots were great.
We're boned.
Can we see the grass salutes for Zetnus' Mango Shot attempts? Those were great. Where's the king? King is hiding in there. It's walled in between the town center and the castle. It's actually a great spot. Dziamdziak is on a warpath looking for the king. Can research Treason now. But this game's very over. And maybe the skirmishers can... No, they can't. There it is. There it is. Dziamdziak's through to the round of 27. Plan should be to try to king snipe, right? Yes, George Laws. The king sniping cuts both ways. Lower elo players have a way of taking out higher elo players. Higher elo players don't have to worry about killing one player, mostly, then going to kill the second player and the first player rebooming behind their back and then taking them out. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You just go and kill the king and then they're dead. You can go kill the next one. So it's definitely added to the competitiveness of this format. And I think we're going to see the traditional 1v1 skill set apply more than normal. We also haven't had a single stretched out, long, irritating game. It's all been fun, exciting, bing, bang, boom, happens, get to imp, people snipe each other, they get treason. It's great! It's so exciting. Even the most boring games have, like, this was the worst game yet. Sorry, everybody. This is our worst game yet. And this wasn't so bad. There was still intrigue and interest. I'm very psyched about the rest of this format. Let's go over to the brackets. Briggity brackets.